African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command in combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 23rd of May, 2025. From May 17th to 23rd, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 12 group strikes with high-precision weapons and attacked unmanned aerial vehicles, which resulted in the destruction of enterprises of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, the infrastructure of military airfields, weapons, and ammunition depots, production and storage sites for attack unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as temporary deployment points of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries. Between May 17th and 23rd, 46 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered. Over the course of a week, units of the North Military Group liberated the settlement of Mariino in Sumy Oblast during active offensive operations. Airstrikes, unmanned aerial vehicles, and artillery fire damaged the manpower and equipment of a tank, 5 mechanized, 2 airborne assault brigades, 2 assault regiments of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 4 territorial defense brigades. Over the past week, in the area of responsibility of the North Group of Forces, the enemy's losses amounted to over 1,180 servicemen, 5 tanks, 14 combat armored vehicles, and 67 cars. 34 field artillery guns were destroyed, including 3 155mm M777 guns made in the USA, 3 electronic warfare stations, and 3 ammunition depots. As a result of decisive actions by units of the West Military Group, the settlement of Radkovka in the Kharkiv region was liberated. The manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, mountain assault, airmobile, assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a territorial defense brigade and 2 National Guard brigades were damaged. That the enemy lost over 1,585 servicemen, 3 tanks, 13 armored combat vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 65 vehicles, 11 field artillery pieces, including 6 made by NATO countries, 7 electronic warfare stations, and 15 ammunition depots. Units of the Southern Group of troops occupied more advantageous lines and positions and defeated the formations of 6 mechanized, assault, motorized infantry, airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces and a territorial defense brigade. Over the past week, the losses of Ukrainian armed forces in this area amounted to more than 1,665 servicemen, 2 tanks, 24 combat armored vehicles, including 2 HMMWV armored vehicles and 3 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 29 vehicles, 16 field artillery pieces, including 5 Western-made ones, 13 electronic warfare stations, and 15 ammunition depots were destroyed. As a result of decisive actions by units of the Center Group of Forces, the settlements of Alexandropol, Novolanovka, and Novaya Poltavka of the Donetsk People's Republic were liberated. The manpower and equipment of 6 mechanized, assault, airmobile, and ranger brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, a territorial defense brigade, and 3 National Guard brigades were damaged. That the enemy's losses amounted to over 2,875 servicemen, a tank, 42 armored combat vehicles, 39 cars, and 11 field artillery pieces. Over the past week, units of the East Military Grouping have liberated the settlement of Bogodar in the Donetsk People's Republic as a result of active operations. Defeat was inflicted on the formations of 3 mechanized brigades, an airborne assault brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, a territorial defense brigade, and a National Guard brigade. That the enemy lost more than 1,185 servicemen, 2 tanks, and 21 combat armored vehicles, 36 vehicles, 12 field artillery guns, including 4 produced by NATO countries, as well as 5 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the mechanized mountain assault brigades, 2 coastal defense brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 4 territorial defense brigades that the Ukrainian armed forces lost over 415 servicemen, a tank, 5 armored combat vehicles, and 30 cars. For field artillery guns, 6 electronic warfare stations, and 10 ammunition depots were destroyed. Over the course of a week, air defense systems shot down 30 JDAM guided aerial bombs and 12 MR's multiple launch rockets made in the United States, as well as 1,548 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. During the repelling of a massive attack by enemy drones, from 8 p.m. on May 20th to 8 a.m. on May 23rd, 1,177 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles were destroyed, including 788 UAVs shot down by air defense systems outside the Special Military Operations Zone. In total, since the beginning of the Special Military Operation, the following have been destroyed: 662 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 58,984 unmanned aerial vehicles, 607 anti-aircraft missile systems, 23,487 tanks, and other armored combat vehicles, 1,563 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 25,195 field artillery pieces and mortars, 35,831 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.